Hello guys and welcome back. In this module we'll be learning about shape blending and also the 3D effect, all in Adobe Illustrator. So in this particular video what we'll be learning is the shape blend effect, okay, or shape blending. So we have the shape blend tool which can be used to achieve this effect, and we have other ways we can achieve this effect also. Now shape blending is quite popular in Adobe Illustrator amongst designers, even though beginners might see it as a bit complex. Okay, but really it's not complex. So shape blending is a bit popular in Adobe Illustrator, and we even looked at shape blending from our previous course, or from my previous course on Adobe Illustrator, which is the fundamental course. And in that course we even created this artwork using shape blending. Okay, so shape blending has to do with blending shapes. So in this case we blended these lines, okay, to create this line art. And you can check that course out if you're not coming from there. Okay, in this course however we're going to be taking it a bit further. Okay, we're going to be learning a few things which we didn't learn in the last course. Okay, so in order to start now, I'm going to just create a new project and show you how this thing works. So in order to create your shape blend effect, you have to have some shapes, right? So let's have two different shapes, an ellipse and a square. And for this one I'm giving it this color, and for this one I'm giving it this color or this color. So what shape blending does is it blends between this shape and this shape, okay, in terms of their color, in terms of their shape, in terms of their sizes. That's what shape blending does. So there are two ways to activate this effect. The first one is to use the shape blend tool, and one other way is to just go to objects and go to blend, and you see the options here. Okay, we can make and we can release, and we can look at the blending options, and we can expand, we can replace spine, we can reverse spine, we can reverse front to back, and we are going to look at all of these options in this video and more. So in order to start, I'm going to use the blend tool. So select the blend tool, click on the first shape and click on the second shape, and immediately you can see that we now have a blend between these two shapes in terms of their color, in terms of their shape makeup. Okay, that's how they are made up as a shape. This one is a square and this one is an ellipse, and also in terms of their sizes. Okay, so we can see this one is bigger than this one, and we have a blend between their sizes also. So that's how shape blending works. And if you just select the guy now and double click on the shape blend tool, we'll see this option come up, and we see that spacing, we have smooth color. So we can change this to steps, and when we click on OK, or when we just make this, let's say 50 and OK, we'll see that the blending is now smoother because there are more steps between this shape and this shape. Okay, so that's how the whole thing works. If you make the steps even more, let's say 500, you'll see that the blending will become even smoother. Okay, we can't even see any demarcations between shapes because we have increased the steps. So if we take our direct selection tool and try to edit one of our shape, maybe move the guy or even edit anchor points, we see that the whole shape is moving, right? The whole blended shape is moving and it's been modified. As you can see, I have now modified our blend, and I have made this guy kind of a trapezium. Okay, and we can see that the blend still holds, right? Let us say we have a background and arrange center back, and just selecting the eyedropper tool. Let's select this guy now. You see that we now have it like coming out of the background, right? So that's cool, and that's one of the things you can achieve with the blend effect. Now let's create another shape. Let's say we have, this time we have a star, and we have a gradient this time. Okay, give it a blue, give it yellow or red. Okay, and then the other guy is a rectangle. This guy will give it yellow, and then maybe this shade of blue, right? So let's select our blend shape tool, click this guy, and then click this guy. You can see how it transitions between this shape and this shape. So let's make the steps even bigger. Let's make them 500. Oh, sorry, let's just make them 200 so we don't stress our computer. Yeah, so now you can see the blend. Okay, I'm just going to increase my blend to say 350. Okay, we have a smoother blend now, and what I want to do is just take my brush tool and draw something like this. Okay, and then select the two objects, that's my blended shapes, in the brush stroke, go to objects, go to blend, and then replace spine. So we then see that our blended objects are now arranged along this path. Okay, they're now arranged along this path, and yeah, that's one of the things you can achieve. Let's see, we make this guy bigger. Okay, this guy bigger, so we can see the beautiful effect we have now achieved by simply doing this. Yes guys, and it's also possible to apply effects on this and achieve even cooler shapes, even nicer shapes. So let's say we add the come to effects, and then we add the distort effect, the plucker and blot effect. Just start to edit our effect to add more blot to the shape. You will then see how dramatic our shape is becoming, right? Yeah, so this is a very nice way of achieving really abstract and complex shapes in Adobe Illustrator. Now, when I select my shape and come to objects and click on reverse spine, you'll see what happens. Okay, it kind of reverses it. Okay, so that's the reverse spine option. It kind of reverses the whole thing. And if we click on our shape, then come to objects and reverse front to back, we'll see what happens. It turns our shape from front to back. Okay, that's bringing either this one to the front or to the back depending on its present location, and we see the whole effect taking shape here. So when I undo it, Ctrl Z, you see the change, right? Yeah, so that's the effect we get with that. So I'm just going to select everything here and delete, and then come and look at something else. Now, we spoke about compound paths, and in the last course we didn't learn about using this effect on compound paths. We only spoke about using the effect on separate shapes like this. So let's assume we have a compound path like this. Yeah, and do understand that the more complex you go, the more complex the whole thing becomes, right? and also the more taxing to be on your computer. So we're just creating something abstract, an abstract compound path. So select the whole guys and come to object and compound path and make. Okay, so we have this as a compound path now, and a single gradient fill has been added to them. Okay, so the next thing I will do now is come here, tick the rectangle and create a compound path with the rectangle. You make it like this, and for this guy make it like this. Select all of them, go to objects and compound path and make. And for the gradient fill, let's choose some different colors. Perfect, guys. So select the two of them, go to object, blend and make. So we see what happens. Okay, this looks very shabby, but we're not done yet. So come back to object and then blend and blend options. So let's choose specific steps and let's give this 250 and okay. And we see now that it took some time, but we now have this very abstract looking blend between the two paths, right? Okay, looks very abstract, but also looks cool. So what I will then do is I will take my brush tool and try to create a path so that I'm just going to undo. Okay, something like this. Create a path like this so that these guys will follow. So select the guy here, select this guy, select the both of them, go to objects, blend and replace spine. And this might take some time, but yeah, now guys, you can see the very cool and abstract looking stuff we've been able to achieve here just by creating this blend on a complex compound shape. Now select the guy and double click here and make this, let's say 350. So let's add 100 steps and okay, and we can see that the blend is now smoother, right? Blend is now smoother, and I'll increase it to 500. Oh no, sorry, 500, not 5,000. 500. And of course it's going to take some time, and again it's smoother, right? So these are some of the complex stuff we can achieve. Imagine adding an effect now, like a blot effect, just like we did before. So that will make it look even more complex. And imagine then having a background. Okay, imagine then having a background, arrange and center back. Okay, imagine having a background like this. Or apart from just having a background, let's copy and paste in place, Ctrl C, Ctrl F, and then just bring it to front, arrange and bring to front, and select the guy here and Ctrl 7 to kind of clip mask. So you can now see how everything looks more organized, all within our artboard. So we can select the background, for example, select the background and try to maybe edit the gradient color to see what better color combinations we can achieve. Okay, Yeah, so I think what we had before is okay. Yeah, and guys, these are some of the very cool stuff you can achieve with shape blending. Okay, so we've come to the end of the introduction on shape blending. I'm just going to save this file so you can have access to it. Okay, Ctrl S. Shape blend. Let's see, abstract background. And save. Okay, instead of abstract background, I think I'll just save it as compound shape blend. Okay, compound shapes blend. Okay, or compound path blend. Okay, or abstract background with compound path blend, something like this. Perfect, guys. So with this, we've come to the end of this lecture. In the next lecture, we're going to be learning about the 3D effects. Okay, we're going to be looking more into the 3D effects. So see you in the next one. Hey, so that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. We post new videos every week covering topics in the fields of graphic design and illustration, motion graphics and video, branding, and more. If you want to support us and get access to exclusive benefits such as the project files we use in our classes, a live chat with us, shoutouts, and more, consider becoming a patron on Patreon. You can join for as little as $3 a month, and the link to our Patreon page is in the description below. And if you want to take your learning to the next level, you can check out the complete course, of which this episode is a part of. And in the complete course, you get access to more than 10 hours of video lessons, project files and resources, class exercises, a Q&A section, a certificate of completion, and more. You can get the course for a special discount by using the link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.